Listen loud. Wait. Before you tell. Listen. Listen. Ready just to jump in. Nobody's steady when the truth bends. Talking fast, but we missing the point. Trying to win, but we're breaking the joint. I see your lips moving, eyes already gone. Loading up a block before I'm done. I'm not here to take, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to see you in a clearer light. Slow that rush, let it land. Let the moment hit your hands. We don't gotta tear this down just to prove where we stand. Listen loud, listen clean. Let the love stay in between. Hands up, hearts open, no way. Just focus, listen loud, listen deep. We want a better way, we gotta hear it before we leave. Listen, listen right now. Listen, it's that drum line break. No melody, hands clap, feet stomp, bring it back. Oh strong, listen loud, listen loud. I don't need you thinking like me, I need you standing honestly. Tell me what shaped you, what made you tough, what made you close when it got too rough. You confuse defense with being bold, call it strength, but it's getting old. You can stand your ground and still stay near. You can speak your truth and keep me here. Take that pause, don't reload. Listening ain't losing control. Two truths breathing one room, still walking out. Listen loud, listen clean. Let the law stay in between. Hands up, eyes open, no shots. Just focus. Listen loud, listen deep. Hear the wild believe. If you want a better way, we gotta feel it before we leave. What if power is the pause? What if love breaks all the laws? What if strength is staying kind? Where your pride is on the line. Stay here, here there. Listen loud, listen clean. Stay in between.
Listen loud before you talk. Listen loud, listen clean. Let the love stay in me. Continue. Listen loud. Listen clean. Look at you. Let the love stay in between.
Hey, everybody. My name is William Rochelle, but you can call me Bill, and welcome to UBU Live. This is going to be one of the most amazing conversations I've had, and maybe the realest conversation I've had in a while. Um, Before we move forward, because we're going to get into such a deep conversation, I want to take a moment to tell everybody that is in the path of this upcoming storm to stay warm. I hope that you guys have heat and electricity and everyone is safe. Um, and just be very mindful of each moment of your life because, whoa, it just keeps shifting and changing. In addition to that, before I get into it, I really want to take a moment to thank everyone that showed up. You guys are really amazing. I do not expect this. I do not take it for granted. So, Stephen Ing, thank you very much. Bobby Lee Clark, thank you very much for showing up. Leslie Flowers, I appreciate you every time I see you in my comments or in my feed. You are an inspiration to a lot of people, including myself. Kenneth Dunner, when I saw your post this morning saying that you were attending, my heart swelled. I felt the support. I love you for everything that you've done, not just for me, but for everybody in the podcasting community. Leanne, thank you so much for coming. I wish you the best. I know you're in Minnesota, right? Let me double check that because I'm really bad at remembering things. Um, well, I can remember things. I'm not. I don't have dementia, but I'm bad at remembering like specifics, especially when I'm on air because I get kind of rattled. Um, Ryan Moeller, thank you very much. Thank you for appreciating the intro. John Warner, welcome back, my friend. Love the fact that you're here. Jackie Hallberg on TikTok. You guys need to follow her. On LinkedIn, you guys need to follow her. Just Jackson Guest, you need to follow her. Um, Great energy, great person. And her and I did my first live on TikTok as a collaboration, and neither one of us knew what we were doing. Let's see, Stephen Ing. I hope everything is great for you in New York. And of course, my ride or die, Kinga. Kinga, Kinga, Kinga. How are you, my dear? Thank you for everything. Hopefully, your mom is watching and she got that coupon for today's show. So I appreciate all of it. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. And if I missed anyone, please forgive me. Some LinkedIn things come over, some don't. And the reason why I did ask in the beginning for people to kind of drive up those comments on LinkedIn is because then it helps spider out the actual the live, so more people get to see it. Just a little bit about the opening. Last week I talked to you guys about creating two separate artists, Brixley and Big Willie. And so the opening was Brixley, that is the artist. She was at a photo shoot, so that's kind of what you were seeing there. But she sang the song and she delivered it greatly. The voice in the middle was not Big Willie. Listen loud, listen clear. The lyrics were written because of this conversation. It is listen with intent, listen clearly, listen without judgment, and let's create a safe zone for thank you, Jackie. Make this a safe zone for anyone that is spider out. We are here for you. Let's spider out, guys. Love it. So with that said, I think I've covered all the things that I should cover before I start yelling and throwing things across the room. They can hear you, dum dum. You can speak. The baby's talking in the background. Let's go.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. She
Oh,
just.
why are you sorry? No, you have a child.
Hmm.
That's what they're
So
supposed to do.
yeah,
So, um, I'm going to say I met Javier 10 years ago, and he had um, he had just gotten here from Venezuela, and I was the first person to hire him in 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 Miami. Right? Am I right about
yeah.
that?
Hmm.
Um,
Didn't know the
and
language.
didn't know the
Remember?
language.
Remember?
He came in. I remember he was super respectful. Um, a little shell shocked, I would say, and but smart, and he understood what we needed, and he could articulate that, even though English was not his first language, nor was he good at speaking or writing, because he had just
Correct.
gotten
Yeah.
here, right? So
It is
it's
true.
way
Yeah.
better now.
Thank you.
Um, with that said, he rolled through the growth of IBD stores with me, um, and then the wind down. And so this morning on Careers, Chaos, and Coaching, I believe that's where I was with Felipe Cofina and Melissa Houston. They were talking about leadership and how not to be loyal to a company. And the first thing that came to my mind was you, Javier, because
Mm,
when IVG Stores was going through that turbulent period, I was letting you guys know every step of the way where we were at
correct.
financially. And there was a point where I wasn't trying to push people out, but I was like, if you guys go, I won't blame you. And you guys said, I will stay with you until the wheels fall off. And you
Yeah.
did. And you did. You did. Um, how and you also, when I had my consulting gig at Celeb Luxury, when I called you, you were like, you left the job you were at and said I would always work for you again.
And I will still say that. Like I was happy working with you. You and I think we're a great team. You make me laugh, even though sometimes you want to kill me, and it's. But I don't know. That might be what makes us great.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we were building something together, so it felt like fun all the
Yeah.
time. It just felt like we're having fun. It didn't feel like work until it did. You know,
Correct.
the last 6 months were like I'm pulling my hair out. I had
The beard.
long,
The beard.
wavy hair back then.
I remember that. Yeah. I'm so glad you shaved.
Why? Because it was like patches.
It was
Um,
terrible. It was.
the other thing, because he's a jokester, so when he came,
Oh yeah.
he actually did come and work with me at the consulting gig. He left his job. He knew I only had 1 year to be there. Um, and then what occurred when he left was his job called him and made him an offer that he couldn't pass up because first it was a long-term offer versus my consulting gig, and they matched what I gave him and then increased it over that.
Correct.
He came and told me, and I said, congratulations, and I'm disappointed, but I'm happy for you. And you said,
It's time to go.
no, you said I knew
I
you
would
would say
all.
that.
Yeah.
You
Like
said I knew you would say both of
people.
those things.
No, and before I remember when I got the offer, I just sat down at your office. I just saw my face, and you're like, "Something's happening. Like, please
Yeah,
don't go." And I have to go. I got an offer. Like that's the good thing between you and I. Like with our eyes, we can talk without even saying words, and that's I would say that was great. That's great.
absolutely. And so people are going to see that. So let's go back.
Mhm.
So growing up in Venezuela as a child, what was that like?
So Hi, everyone. First of all, I would say Venezuela was a great place. I can't complain. We used to come here like maybe 2 or 3 times a year for vacations, just to like buy stuff. My dad, I remember, he would come here to Miami just to buy cars. Like we were in a good place, like financially and as a family, we were really, really happy until around the year of '98 when Hugo Chavez won the elections. It was how like the beginning of the end for Venezuela started. So as you know, I had like very, very difficult years in Venezuela after '98. I remember going back and forward in my story when I met you. I couldn't talk about this because I would start like crying. Remember? And
I do,
even though it was like in a broken, really, really broken English, I couldn't say a word. Now, few years, like one of the things I could say for me in this country, I love this country like immensely because this country has made me grow as a person, professional, as a dad. I created a family here, so I'm really happy. But what can I say? Venezuela before '98, it was a paradise. It was a paradise, and I told you that. Yeah.
yeah, because one of the things that the reason why I wanted to clarify that because we're going to go down and we're going to go through it, right? So you have always said you love your country,
Hmm.
and you've told me that it's beautiful, and the fact that you could not be there was disappointing for you.
Yeah. Uh, how can I say? Like seeing what was happening to Venezuela being here, and the feeling that you can't do anything to stop that, to stop how people with the political views are basically killing the people there, and not killing just the people, killing the country, killing the values, killing all that you stand for. It is and it was really hard to see.
So I remember this thing that you told me, and you can stop me if you want, go into as much detail as you want or not.
Where
But
we can go wherever you want, buddy.
I remember you saying something like you were kidnapped or put in the trunk of a car or something like
Well,
that.
uh, let's go back again to the story. Uh, Around the year, I would say it was 2011. If I don't, if I remember well, I graduated from college. I have my bachelor's degree on international relationships, but the thing was like you needed to be part of the government to actually work over there. So I remember I had one connection there that told me like, "Hey, you can work for us in the Ministry of Sports, but first of all, the first thing that you need to do is start erasing all your social media." I had to delete Facebook. Well, Facebook was the only one I think I was using at the time, and I would go before that. I used to go to protest against the government, and I was very vocal about being on the opposition of the government. So I started working there for around. I worked there for around a year and a half, and I was the only one in from my university that actually got to work on the role of on the bachelor's degree that we got. So I had to work with the Ministry of Sports in the area of Mercosur. That's Latin America countries that come together, and in the area of sports, we were on a meeting, and it was very. That was like the happy part of the job before all hell broke loose. What can I say? After that, I did that. Then they told me, "Hey, Javier, now you have to go around Venezuela because they have." It was called Misión Barrio Adentro. That's like a project that the government had to start making like houses and sport programs for people in lower communities all around Venezuela.
I'm sorry, repeat that because I missed it. It was a program that they started. Go
It's a
ahead.
program that started around Venezuela where they create like housings and teach sports for people with low resources, like poor people, basically, all around Venezuela. When they created that, they told me, "Hey, Javier, you need to go and check all the houses that we created around Venezuela and see how that's going." So I did. That was another good part of my job, that I got to go around my country. The bad part was like in every state that I stayed to see how that was going, it was terrible. Like the houses were really bad. People were like, I remember one in one state, they had like a, how does it say? I'm sorry because my English is
No,
better,
go ahead.
but it's not amazing.
It is amazing. Go ahead. I can't speak Spanish to this day. So
I would say it's like a septic uh false. I don't know how it's called.
a deceptive narrative,
No,
a
no,
false narrative,
no, like a big hole where people put just like,
crap.
I would crap there,
Okay, okay, go ahead. Like a sewer.
like a sewer.
Okay,
But that was like filled. And when I was doing my report there, they were saying, hey, it was mostly of the people working there. I have to say they were Cubans, Cuban people that knew, like they were good in, even I would, septic tanks. Thank you, septic tanks.
thank you, Mike.
Those, yeah, thank you so much. So I would say before that, all the people working there were Cubans. It's a relation that they had, Venezuela and Cuban people. And the Cuban people used to be great at sports, so they will go there and teach sport for free.
So
In that,
that's a generalization you just made. But go ahead.
no, no, no. I'm talking about the ones that they sent there. I'm not talking in general about Cuba.
Go ahead.
I hate you. I hate you. But this is people. This is what happens without the cameras. This same conversation. Yeah. Jackie, thank you so much. So back again. I was there, and they were saying like, "Hey, the septic tank, it's overflowed for more than 2 years." Go
Give me
ahead.
a second. So everyone on LinkedIn, if you're getting kicked out, come over to YouTube, and it's working fine over here. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So they were saying, "Hey, the septic tanks it's overflowed for over 2 years, and we tried to do stuff, and no, we tried to tell people to fix it, and nothing happened." So my job was to do a report on each state of what was happening, and on each state that I was going, same thing. Nothing was working. All the infrastructure was damaged, and that one was like the saddest one because people, you could see like children playing right next to a septic tank filled, and the smell, flies. It was terrible. It was terrible. And the last one was in Caracas, the capital of Venezuela. So I was there as well for that one, and it was terrible. Why? Because it was filled with criminals, drug addicts, and I remember when I got there, the Cuban guy in charge of that told me like, "Hey, come in quick because this is like a really really dangerous place to be." And the people gather there. It's like, I would say like a criminal band organization, and they were like teenagers. And he was saying like, "Hey, those people there, you need to be really careful because they're young. They need to get like street cred there." So like they would commit crimes, and even kill people just to like get into the ranks of the organization.
Okay.
So it
What
was
did
it
that
was
have to
really,
do with the government? So
I'll get there.
okay.
So what happens? I get inside the thing. In Venezuela, there's a thing. I don't know if your audience knows about a little bit about Venezuela. So there's the government created something called colectivos. So that's like an arm, like a civil armed force from the government to do like the dirty work. They would commit crimes. They would have the guns because they created a law in Venezuela that you couldn't carry your weapon as a civilian anymore, and it was against the law to own a gun. That was terrible.
Okay.
because the bad guys started having guns and the good guys didn't have any. So it was hell. So what happens there? The colectivos, while I was doing my checkup, the guy was saying like, "Hey, same thing. This place is terrible. The all the criminal organizations around here are like super scary. I don't want to be here anymore." That guy actually told me his name was Ariel. I remember, and he actually told me like, "Hey, I just want to go back to Cuba. It's better. I feel safer there, and I don't want to be here anymore." As we were listening to that, I remember as I was listening to that, I remember we heard like a big bang. Someone threw like a rock, almost hit me. I dodged it, and we heard like two gunshots, like boom, boom. We fell to the floor, stayed on the ground. I was like scared, super scared. I'm like, oh, this is the end. I remember I heard people coming in, and I saw a lady with two guys coming with her. And this is a name I would never forget as well. Her name was Amparo. Old lady, well, not old, like 55, 60 years old.
So you offended half the audience. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. And she was wearing like a dress, like an old lady dress with the two. No, I'm sorry, but I don't want to. I just wanted like to paint the picture. It was like not a fancy dress, like just something. And she was saying like, "Hey, my name is Amparo. Don't worry, you're safe here. I know you're here with the government, so we're just making sure you're safe. Nothing's happening here." I remember when that lady came in, she put her gun on the table. And she's like, "You're safe. Nothing's going to happen to you here. As you can see, everything here around is working perfectly." And the guy, Ariel, he didn't say a thing. He was like, "Yeah, everything's working perfect. I love this. This is the best place to be." And she like show us around like, "Hey, the sports, they practice sports here, that there, everything is perfect." Uh, and all of a sudden she said like, "Hey, you have to go. Like, your job is done." I'm sorry, Sarah. You're not. Remember, second language. I don't know how to explain myself.
I
Okay,
muted
yes.
myself because I
Oh,
kind
okay. I'm
of
like, I'm not hearing you. Okay.
yeah, because I feel like any minute now I'm going to blow up. Um, but he uses that English as a second language to get out of a lot of bullshit. So go ahead. He knows what he's
It,
talking about.
it works. Just to say now, this conversation so far is going good. I'm happy. So you're muted again. I mean, we haven't got to the good part. So, okay. So after that, the lady told us basically, "Hey, you need to go back, get out of here." So I went back to the Ministry of Sports to give my report from all the states. All was crap. All was terrible. I did that as a report, and I remember my boss telling me like, "Hey, you need to change this because everything is working perfectly. So just shut up, change it, and that's it." I refuse. I'm like, "Hey, no, I saw like people actually suffering, and that's not gonna make me like, hey, just change it because you guys want to be like that." That decision brought me a lot of trouble. King, I'm trying to talk here, and you just.
See,
So,
they know I gotta be quiet right now. So
yeah, I
they're
know,
getting me.
I know. But it's that's fun because this is a terrible story, and at least that part is making me laugh, and that's bringing me like a positive attitude to talk about it. Because remember, like the first time I met you, I couldn't even say a sentence because I didn't speak English, and because I would start crying, and it
No,
was
but
terrible.
you did that for years. for
Yeah.
years, like after your English got better. And by the way, if I stop you, don't forget where you're at, okay?
Okay.
But I want to talk about real quick. Um, we hired him. He was super great, and we had two people. We
Still
had
him.
you, and I can't forget her name, but she was from Germany. And
Oh, Susan Strong.
yes,
Yeah, I
and
remember her.
um, we had to put them on administrative tasks because the customers would be so rude to them, even though they were speaking English.
Oh,
And
I
Susan
remember.
was super
Speak
smart.
American. Speak
Yeah,
American. I
yeah,
remember that.
but they were mad because he had an accent.
Mhm.
So what we did was we pulled him off the phones and put him on administrative work so that he wouldn't have to deal with that type of conversation and he was protected. And we, we always had work. So
I was actually better on that part, so that
you
that
were
was good too.
and yeah, you were yeah, because you weren't talking and or writing.
I still remember when you offered me that part. Like, hey Javier, because I remember people. So for you to know, I was working Saturdays and Sundays, and he told me
Mhm.
like, hey Javier, we have now a position for PO status. So the good thing is like you're gonna be working Monday to Friday. I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it.
But it's also, I'm gonna just toot my own horn for a second. When I hire people, I hire them because they inspire me and they're
Can I
gifted.
pause you really quick? Because I
Yes.
saw a comment from Jeffrey. And Jeffrey, I would say yes. I would say yes. Love can survive.
Jeffrey, we don't know yet because him and I are not done with this conversation. And we
I know
talk
we've been friends for more than 10 years, so I would.
we actually talked beforehand and we've never
Mhm.
gotten into this conversation because Jeffrey, I hang up on him and I call him a name. I don't whatever name pops in my head. And
Yeah.
then I'll text him, I still love you, little buddy. And he'll say, I love you too. Um, and so this is the first time we've done this. So let's see where it goes before we say
Oh,
love will survive.
ah,
Um,
I'm positive it will. But the fun part is like now he can't go anywhere while we're talking.
we have
Well, it worked
612
both
people
ways.
watching you right now. That's interesting. Thank you everyone for showing up. Hey, Sean, Michael, Sean, we need to talk because I actually told Sean, let me get you on StreamYard. The reason why we haven't done that yet, Sean, is because my finances, and I'm trying to figure out if I'll be able to pay for StreamYard next week. That's the truth. I'm very transparent. So I didn't want to pull you in before I understood where I was at. So, and I haven't been responsive on that because it's been very difficult to even figure it out. So back to how great of a manager I am and how I
An
found
awesome
roles for
person.
you instead of just saying, "Hey, this isn't working out," and I also protected you because
And
I
that's
didn't
something
want you to hear that.
yeah, and that's something I'm gonna treasure for like as long as I live because you did a lot. You did a lot for me, and that's why I say and keep saying like, hey, if you ever need me, I'll be there. And you know that. Remember with the hurricane, like we had a hurricane.
Yes,
You tell that story. I don't remember which one was it, but
it wasn't.
it
It
was
was
bad.
it was a big one. It was 2000. Hold on. So 2011. No, 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 no.
I got here
2016.
in 14. Hmm.
Yeah, so it's probably 2016.
Yeah.
And I lived on the ninth floor of a building and decided that I wasn't going to leave for the hurricane because I wouldn't get flooded. And this gentleman, because all the power went out and we still had customers because it was an e-commerce company. So it was 24 hours a day, things were coming in. And unfortunately, the consumer does not take um, non responsiveness easy. So he came to my house sat in a corner, and I think I sat on the couch. So our backs were to each other. My apartment then was like, it was a corporate apartment, so it was like
That
maybe
was really
800.
small.
Yeah, it was a tiny place in downtown Hollywood.
I
But
remember, like, hey, this guy is the CEO, his boss, and he lives in this small.
dump. My house is cute though. I mean, come on.
That one's nice. That one's nice.
I should say that you owe me a couple of $1,000s for that jerk you recommended that couldn't do my ceilings. It's still
I
fucked up.
remember. I remember.
It's still messed up. Like, why did I trust you? God. Anyway, so let's go back. So where were we? So she lays the gun on the table. Your boss tells you to lie on the report and say everything
Change
is
the
great. You hold on to your integrity. You say no.
Yeah, I
Now
said,
go.
it's not gonna happen. I told him, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Like, I remember I was super mad, and I told them, like, that was the first time, like, my real belief got out inside the government. I said, this is why the government sucks. I didn't use those words. I actually used pretty strong words at that moment. And I remember as soon as I said it, I'm like, oh crap, I just lost it. And I remember after that, people starting me seeing like as an enemy. Like, they start calling me names, like, hey, you're not with the process, you're not with the government. I remember I had coworkers there that they also didn't believe in the government, but hey, they needed to work, and we didn't say nothing to each other, but we knew. I'm still friends with one person, and she moved to Spain because of the same thing, the persecution. But after that, they started with the names, like, just trying to get me out of it, because there's a law in Venezuela that you can get fired. So yeah, not like that, but for
No, I'd love that.
for
Tired of looking
political
for a job.
beliefs, you can get fired, because my work was getting done. So they tried to push me out. I remember one time that the time they were talking about, they closed the office from the outside, and they kept me there until like 11 p.m. And I would say that the ministry is like a government building with security guards. It's supposed to be safe, but I remember when I got out, I didn't. It wasn't a very dangerous zone in Venezuela. But hey, we had guards and everything, so we were fine. When I got out, like 6 hours after, there was no guards around. So I was like, okay, I get the message. They don't want me here, and I was scared for my life, because I was going to my car and I didn't know if I was gonna make it or get out of it. And I got out, and I'm like, okay, you know what? This is not for me. I remember my dad used to tell me, like, hey, my dad used to be in the Navy. He passed away, and he told me, like, hey, don't play with them, because you never know what's gonna happen. So I stopped going to the ministry. And one day I was doing exercise, and in Venezuela there's a highway that they close on Sundays for people.
You were doing what?
Just jogging, Bill. I started doing that again. So
Just joking, you mean, right?
Jogging.
Joking.
Yeah. So I was doing that. That was on a Sunday. And I remember I was walking with my friends, and all of a sudden, like, I felt like something hit me on the head. I lost conscious. And when I woke up, I was just bleeding. And I remember my friends fighting people. I didn't know who they were, and they were just calling me the same names that people were screaming at me at Ministry of Sports. And that's when I got home, like, with pouring blood. My dad told me, like, hey, you know what? It's time for you to go. I prefer talking to you over the phone than talking to you at the cemetery. Those words were like super hard for me. And it's like the first time I say it without crying, so this is something good.
Yes.
And yeah, it's super hard for you to leave the country that you love. But hey, either you go or you die.
Yeah. Understood.
And
So let's go into the conversation where we start fighting. All right. So, what is it about this administration that makes you support it so much?
okay, there's I love that. So here we go. For me, this administration, one thing that they did is they captured Maduro. Maduro is the head of of the regime in Venezuela, and they did that operation in 18 minutes. And we've been fighting for the freedom of Venezuela for 26 years. There's people telling me like, "Hey, they're gonna take your oil," and we can talk about it. But hey, first of all, if they take it, the oil was never ours because China and Russia were taking it as well, and the people in Venezuela were dying, and they weren't getting anything. So, for what I've heard, what I've read, what I know, Trump said, "You know what? Okay, U.S. is going to go back because remember, I don't know if you know this, but all the machinery in Venezuela for the oil extraction was from the U.S. before that. They just said when Chavez got to power, he just said, like, you know what? This is done. Now, instead of the U.S., this is Venezuelan. So we're going to take it back. And that's the way it is. And one thing that I know for sure because I lived it, if the state manage something, it's not gonna work. I believe in private property, and I that's the way business work. Because if the government is running, PDVSA was the oil company in Venezuela. The government said like, hey, you know what? We're gonna run it. They were losing money, but they were using the money from the government. And if it was a company, you're losing money, and hey, you have to close shop because it's not gonna work. So that's why, for me, and not just for me, a lot of Venezuelan people, when that happened, you would see people across the world celebrating and waving the Venezuelan flag again. Uh, do you think conversations like this can actually change minds? I don't know.
No.
I don't know, but I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here for you and the people here to respect what I think and try to live with because there's people with different train of thoughts. And Bill and I, we're really good friends, and we don't think the same. Okay, so what else? I remember I thought Josette was going to be here in the show as well. I don't know if your audience knows Josette.
I would not invite Josette here with you.
She started texting me like, "Hey, Javier, this is wrong. What's happening?" I'm like, "Hey, Josette, I understand where you're coming from. I just don't agree. I think what's happening is really, really good for the Venezuelan people. And yeah, it is what it is. Like now, this morning, it's something really funny happened in Venezuela because the people working for the government there, they're saying, "Oh no, now we're going to create a law that U.S. Can come in and strike the oil as well, and we're going to sell to them because that's what we always wanted to do." And I'm like, really? That's because they took the head of the organization and they said, "Hey, you either get your head in the game or you're out as well." And now they're starting releasing political prisoners. They're starting releasing so far, and there's something like really bad that there's people that hasn't gone out yet because we believe they're actually dead, and they've been prisoners of the regime for 10 years, 8 years, and even people that got in within 1 year were tortured. The UN released a report like, hey, people that are political prisoners over there, They're being tortured, killed. And the stories, we can talk here for hours, but the stories over there are terrible. And it's not like, oh, have you heard it? No, I used to work for the government. I know what's happening there, and I know
So,
people too.
here's a question for you. So Maduro left, but all of his cronies are still in. Am I correct about that?
Correct, correct. That's why I'm
So,
saying that I was laughing from the stories the news that I saw today, because the lady that used to be they used to be the vice president is now the president of Venezuela,
right. So has
and
anything really changed? Because I asked you right after it
not yet.
happened, and you're like, no, because like I asked, would you go back? I didn't say it like that, guys, but I was like, okay, well, now that there's regime change, and you said, no, it's still not safe.
No, it's still not the same. And for all regime changes, it's not overnight. That takes months and even years. Because remember, this government was there for 26 years. They did a lot of damage. And with the colectivos, the people that have told you that they were after me, they're not official part of the government. It's regular people with armed power that they would just kill because the fun of it. That hey, you're not with us, you're against us, and that's scary. That's a scary thought. But it's gonna take time. I believe we're in the correct path because of the narrative that the government is using today. Like, oh no, the U.S. is now it's good again. The U.S. actually was right, and now we're gonna start working with them. And you have to see the big picture. It's not like, hey, Trump just forcing them. Uh, Russia, China, Hamas, all those groups were there, still there. There's an island in Venezuela that it's already proved that Hamas terrorists got Venezuelan passports and IDs, and that's when the country was started losing control. It all went to hell. What are you doing right now? Oh,
So I have to drag a picture of a puzzle piece, but they don't fit. Oh, there we go. Keep talking. It's for my B-roll.
oh, okay. Uh, oh, for that question, how do you rebuild calm after a heated exchange?
We don't
Good
talk
luck.
about it. We talk about lunch. We talk about the baby. We talk about other things. We just,
Yeah,
yeah,
but it
we've
works.
made
But
a
it works.
we've made a decision, and I just kind of said it. After a heated discussion, and I throw my phone and it breaks. Then I'll text him and say, "But I still love you." And he go, oh, "Yeah,
Yeah,
you too, little buddy." And that's
yeah.
really kind of the end of that discussion because my view on what he is saying, um, I can't express it. But go ahead, finish talking about how great you think that what's going on right now in America is.
Okay. What else do you want me to say? I'm
Well,
talking. I'm talking from my perspective, from
absolutely.
what
So I'm going
what
to
I
pull
see.
this one up because this is
Mhm.
exactly how I feel, and I want you to respond to it.
All right. We are. I I wouldn't say that
How
because
can you not?
because here we let's start the fun part. So there's things, and again, I'm not trying to like change your mind. I'm just trying to
You won't go ahead, but
exactly. I'm
right.
just trying for you to understand my thoughts. There's something about this country uh, that I love. It's like everyone's saying here, Americans saying here, hey, I hate this country. I'm going out. This country is terrible, but no one leaves.
They
Venezuela
still
had
are.
a
Hold on,
Venezuela.
hold on,
Listen,
hold on, hold
but
on.
listen,
But
Listen, Venezuela, 8 million people got out. 8 million people of Venezuelans have to flee their country. You know what 8 million people do to economies on different countries? We can be
Absolutely, because it just happened with mass deportation. We're finding farmers are going bankrupt because we got rid of immigrants in Texas. We found that whole cities in Nebraska are closing down. I don't know if you know about that, but they've gone
I
bankrupt
know.
under this administration. We've had 4 people, white people, that were shot just by walking down the street by people that are armed, that aren't really government officials, that they've been deputized to go out and stalk Americans
When you're
for doing a
deputized,
peaceful
you're a
profile.
government official.
Okay. So 100%. So basically, without, go ahead. I'll let you, because I want to know the difference between ICE carrying a gun and the people that you were talking about that were the bad people carrying guns that were
Okay.
out there that were opposing your political view that
Okay.
had you so scared that you needed to leave.
So there's a difference there for me and the way I see it. ICE agents are doing a job. What job is it? They're trying to take out illegal immigrants. Do I agree with the way it's happening? No. But I believe in the work they need. Someone needs to do that job. Yes. Why? Because when we had the open borders, if you see like the reports, people actually with a camera on the border saying in the Mexico border, people were just coming in nilly willy, and they weren't even like from South America. You would see people from Iran, Chinese, Indian people, and you need to have a controlled border because you need to like see who's coming in. You don't know if a ton of terrorists just got in the U.S. There's no way to know it. To know it, and that is actually scary. Again, from the government part, Trump was saying, "Hey, Venezuela is sending people from their jails and from the nut house." I know for a fact that was happening. I know people in the government that told me, "Hey, yeah, we're doing that." We give them the option: you want to die here, or do you just want to go? What happened? They went. They came here to the U.S.
Were they part of
Now,
the 8 million that left?
no, because those were criminals, and there's really bad people. There's bad people everywhere, and the jails in Venezuela are hell. And if they give you the option, hey, go to the US, do whatever you want, but if you stay here, you die, they just got out. I'm going to tell you something that now came to my mind. There was an opposition soldier in Venezuela that he tried to take out the government with a small group. And we saw that guy, his name was Oscar Perez. We saw that guy died in a live broadcast. People, when the government found out where he was doing a live video on I don't remember if it was Twitter or Instagram, and he was saying, "Hey, they got us. We want to surrender, but they just want us dead." And we saw a video. I laugh because it's insane. We saw a live video, a live feed of a soldier with a bazooka shooting at him at the house, while that guy was saying, "Hey, we can win. We just want to surrender," and the government didn't let them. And the next day, the pictures that we got was that guy with a shot between his eyes. That was what's going to happen if you're against the government. So it's a real thing.
So you think that it's okay to be shot if you're against the government?
No, I didn't say that. I'm
Because
telling you.
so this is what I'm trying to figure out.
Mhm.
So yesterday there was an ICU nurse that was walking down the streets of Minnesota,
I saw that.
and he was shot and killed.
Hmm.
Before he died, they beat him for 20 minutes. And after they shot him multiple times for no reason. He was filming a protest on his phone. That's exactly what you just described.
It's different.
Why is it different?
Here's where we're going to disagree. something that happens here that I don't know if because the way I had to live there in Venezuela with the cops. I see people here from all parts of the world being nasty against cops. I'm not saying, hey, you have what's great of this country is that you have a lot of rights here. But I see people
Do
with
we? Do we? Because they're slowly being eroded, just like what happened with you.
I'm going to tell you
Go ahead.
with that guy from the stories that I saw, he pulled out a gun.
He did not, Javier. And I
I
don't know. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on is because where you get your information from really does overshadow how you think. So I'm going to give you three facts, right? The man had an open carry license.
Mhm.
Okay. So he had a license to have a gun. It is legal in America to own a gun. And if you're licensed to carry,
To
you
carry
can
it.
carry it. The video shows the man held up against a wall with his phone in his hand.
I saw the video, but the part when they took him to the ground, it's that's when we get to a discussion because
Go
people
ahead.
can say he was reaching for it. You can say no, he wasn't.
Well, the gun that I saw was in his car.
The gun on the video, it was on his pocket, not his pocket, on his holster. So that's the thing. It is scary times that we're living in right now because, hey, on my case, eyes could get me. What's the thing?
I've wanted to call them several times. I'm broke and there's no I'm broke and there's a reward.
For people here that don't know, I'm here on political asylum because of what happened to me in Venezuela, but I've been waiting for the court date for 11 years. So what's happening now with ICE? They're taking all the immigrants that they can. They're saying they're taking out illegal immigrants, people breaking the law. In my case, from what I know, what I've read, what I've researched, they can take me, and when they see I have an open case and I follow the law, I pay my taxes, everything. Still, I will have to pay a bond to get out and stay out again.
So that sounds like the life of someone whose family has influence and money. Because you're like, oh, I have to pay a bond, and then I can get out.
You know, I don't.
I,
but
I
yeah,
mean, you got out. You've gone to the Latin Grammys in Vegas. I mean, you're not like
but that's the thing. That's what
a
this
struggle
country.
bunny.
That's what this country has allowed me to be. I grow up as a. It started with you, my professional life, and that's what I love about this country. Just I came here with $300. That's what I got here. When I got here, I had $300 with me, and now I, I thank God I'm renting. I'm not owning, but I got
Why
my
thank
car.
God you're renting and not owning?
No. Thank God, no. Like thank God I'm here. That I'm renting. I'm not owning yet. I
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
I was able to build a family, met my wife here, and I don't know. This country has a lot of things that I'm grateful for.
Absolutely. And I understand that. And that's one of the reasons why before we jumped into it, I wanted to humanize your story, to let people learn who you are. That was very, very intentional before I start cussing you the fuck out. Because what you're saying doesn't make any sense to me. Because it's like
That's how
what
we can keep respect. That's
right,
how.
right, but you just described a life that's mirroring what's happened here. What?
No, it's not the same.
Hold on, hold on. I listened to you, right?
Oh, go ahead.
Fair game, right? So you just, in my perspective, you just described a life that is mirroring what's happening here. We are not. We are creating a military society, a police state. We're going after anybody. It doesn't matter right now if you're an immigrant or not, because ICE is detaining citizens. They're shooting citizens. Renee Good was just shot in
Why?
the face. Hold on,
Why?
hold on. I'm not done. Renee Good wasn't doing anything wrong.
Mhm.
She just dropped her son off and was driving, and she was pulling away from the officer. He shot her 3 times. The guy that got killed, and I'm very, very sorry. Like I said earlier, I forget details and names, especially when I'm live. He was an ICU registered nurse that saw someone in distress and wanted to help them. And ICE did not allow him to do that. That's what the struggle was over. It was not over his gun. Anything different from that is the media spinning it a different way.
You know who was a nurse as well?
Hold on,
Lincoln Riley.
hold on. I'm gonna let you talk and respond, but in order to keep this civil and me not cussing you out, we need to have passing of the torch. So we have Americans. We have Americans that are getting shot and killed to defend your right to be here as an immigrant on asylum or whatever. And people are dying in the streets. We have a right to protest in this country. We have a right of free speech, and we have a right to a free press. All of that is being undermined, and they're feeding you what you want to see. So if you're watching Telemundo, if you're watching Fox, if you're getting things off of TikTok, those algorithms are feeding you that information, and that's one of the reasons. I get it. I'm going to let you talk right now. I promise you, because I'm going to shut up because I'm trying not to get worked up. Curtis knows.
I know. And just for the people to know, I'm laughing with him, not about what's happening, because the situation is not for laughing.
Sorry. I'm choking because I'm holding back what I really want to say.
Get water.
But
In your fancy cup.
in my fancy cup, is this fancy?
I saw it. Yeah, it is.
I have the whole collection, which I got before I became poor.
I'm positive you have it. I know.
I have all these great things. People are like, "Oh, you're so luxurious." Yeah, I'm broke.
He's fancy, but he's fancy.
I was. Anyway, so the fact that you don't see the parallels to what happened to what's going on today, that's what saddens me, and the fact that it's allowing to continue and you're not standing up and fighting for us. What would happen to you if your next door neighbor, if your next door neighbor, they knocked on her door or his door and took them out, your neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
it's one door away from you, right? They could have knocked on your door. How would you respond to that? Because we're having 5-year-olds being used as bait to lure the father out. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
You saw the full story of that?
Go ahead.
Okay. In that scenario that you're saying, if there's something good on this country, is that you can sue anyone for whatever reason you want. That's something that for me it's something insane.
So I can sue. I'm going to sue you after this conversation.
You can sue that officer for that. What you cannot do is try to run him over. What you
Who tried to
can,
run who over? Go back.
I'm just giving you examples.
Who tried to
That's
run who over? Give me a specific. Are you talking about Renee Good?
Miss Good.
Because Miss Good's car was here.
There's three
And
different angles on that
okay,
video. You saw all three.
I saw all three,
You saw.
and I
I'm,
also
I'm,
heard her.
I'm talking now. I'm talking now. I'm talking now. This is the magic of this podcast. So the thing is, and again, it's my point of view. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. It's just how I see it. And I know on this podcast, I'm not going to change anyone's mind. I know.
No, no, no,
But
no. People come here for love, respect.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
And see
they're not
point
going
of
to say
views.
anything. Does anybody want to come up and do my part, which is to yell at him? I think Kingo would be great, but I think she would just rip you apart. But go ahead, finish your story.
So in that scenario, remember, ICE agents, because what I've seen on the news, it's they're trying to make you believe those guys aren't human, and you don't know what's happening to them. And that's the thing. That guy that almost got run over had a same issue before, and he actually got run over. I'm not excusing his actions. I'm just saying, hey, imagine if you were an ICE agent, for example. I've for sure a lot of people get
First
shot.
of all, could you imagine me?
A lot of people will get shot. That if you don't get shot by yourself getting out of the house. But it's difficult times. I know this is a sensitive topic because especially if I don't agree with you in a lot of things, but there's things with the kid that started running and left the kid. It's not like, hey, this is the kid of an illegal immigrant. We're gonna take him and we're gonna wait for his dad to come and pick him up. There's different stories, and the thing for your side and my side, there's a lot of information, and we don't know if it's right or wrong. That's the part I want you to understand on your side,
Yeah.
because I understand it on my side. There's one. Anyone can get a camera and say, "Hey, this is what happened because I saw it," and I don't know if that's true.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but it's okay. So, so I'm going to go down color lines, okay, for just a moment. You cannot cross them.
All right,
All right,
I don't have a
you
mute. But
you cannot cross the color line. But black people, since I've been alive, have videotaped, have taken pictures, from Rodney King to Trayvon Martin to anyone else. Um, no, because King is like yelling at me, Bill, you can't say that.
I
Okay,
saw that and I agree.
okay, I'll invite her up, and she's gonna rip into you. Um, I it's something that we've dealt with for a long time because our people have been the ones that have gotten killed by the people that were supposed to protect them. And even though there's video of the transaction, even though um, it's, we're only holding a cell phone, even though our back is to the police.
I think I lost you. Oh, but it's only Bill. Yeah, and he was talking crap about my internet. And look, that's funny. I guess we'll just wait for him. Yeah, he is. I'm gonna text him really quick as well. Yeah, I don't know what we'll wait for him. If you guys want to ask me something, I'm sorry if you heard my baby crying as well. Entertain us. I'm a terrible dancer. I'm Latin, but I would say I'm the only guy in Venezuela that doesn't know how to dance salsa. Okay, King, I've been here for 11 years. I don't know if you heard from Bill. When I started here, I didn't know the language. I came here with 300 bucks, and I will be forever grateful to Bill because he gave me the opportunity to start working here, start working with him. That was like the start of my professional life here in the US. Yeah, that's the story of a lot of immigrants here. That's why I believe this country is really good because it can give you the opportunity to succeed. You just have to work for it and want it. Yeah, my brothers are here. Well, my siblings are here as well, and now, and yeah, I have my mom. My dad passed away in Venezuela. He wasn't able to get out, but the rest of my family, my close family, is here. I'm positive Bill must be like freaking out because he's not able to get back. That's the thing, King. My family would be like, hey, we're with the people that trying to destroy dictatorships. You can say, hey, I believe Trump's doing a dictatorship as well. I don't because I believe the country here is you have elections, free elections, and in Venezuela, that's. I remember I was here for on vacation one time, and they rushed one election. I remember I had to change my ticket to go back and vote, and they stole that election as well. They were using a software there called Smartmatics, and even the CEO of Smartmatics said, "Hey, we can uh, be positive about the results because someone is tampering with our software." Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Leanne. My secret was playing video games, watching reruns of Seinfeld, Friends. That's how I started like practicing my pronunciation. And Bill will always mess with me about that. Oh, he's calling me right now. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I'm answering questions. Yeah, it was only you. Okay. 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 Uh, uh, you have a Congress that's.
Oh my God, that scared the hell out of me. So, in the middle of us talking about, um, oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Hold on, you guys. In the middle of me talking about this very sensitive subject, all of my lights went out. And if you guys understand my current situation, I had to call FPL to make sure. Like, I know I paid my light bill, but it scared the shit out of me. And then I was like, and then FPL said there are no reported outages in your area. But they did something because everything came back on after I made the phone call. So it's very weird. And I literally thought it's the government. We're talking about the government.
They got
Bro,
you.
bro, I was scared shitless. I'm like, where am I gonna hide? Bruno, stay at the door. It's happening right now. They're cutting off my feed. Okay, so you were answering questions. Did anyone call him an idiot yet?
Not yet, but we still have time. Curtis, thank you. I love that show.
Keep on talking. I'm gonna go back to my B-roll. Go ahead. I have to reset everything back up. But where were we when everything happened? And how did it look when everything happened? Did you notice I just went black?
Yeah, you froze, but I don't know I don't know if it was me or it was like he just froze again. Mike, yeah, I think that's how politics works. Yeah, everyone needs to complain about something. Thank you, Nicole. I believe that's as long as you speak with respect, you shouldn't be afraid to speak up. Yeah, he's out again. Kinga, what would you like to understand? I'm sorry, I didn't see your question. And I don't know if I'm saying your name right, so I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm sorry, my baby's screaming in the back. And just for the fun of it, if Bill comes back, just tell them Javier should run the podcast from now on. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mike. Nicole, I believe that is true. And that's the way it has worked. The world has worked for ever. Do I agree? No, but that's the way it is. Baby is 1 year and 2 months. No, 4 months. Yeah, I'm a terrible father. It's the sleep deprivation.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I don't know if
It's happening again. So I'm experiencing every time I log into StreamYard, my lights go black, my internet cuts out, and then I'm back. So if I go missing, I go missing, you come over here to save me, please. You're the only one who knows where I live.
well, everyone was saying I should take the podcast from now on.
I want to know who the hell said that.
everyone. Curtis.
All right, guys. So that was legitimate fear for my life when that occurred because, wrong mic. Hold on, let me hit the right mic. That's a good mic, right? All right. I literally got scared because of the topic that we're talking about.
So, I need to reply to Kinga as well.
Go ahead.
You say
go ahead. Reply to Kinga.
I would say first, pay your bill. That's the first thing. Kinga, I'm so sorry. My short memory is terrible, and I didn't remember the question. You're gonna kill me for that. If you can look for it. Why do I think that? Because before Trump, we had a Democrat president, and before that, it was Trump. And you guys in a democracy, you elect the people you want to take over. In Venezuela, it's not. They just change. I remember when they started, they changed the constitution because you can only be president 2 times for 4 years. They changed it first for you can be reelected as many times as you want, and then they increased the presidential period from 4 to 6 years. And that was the last time we had like credible elections in Venezuela.
But you don't feel like we're about to not have credible elections here?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. I will share the link in the comments for anyone that wants to come up and speak with this young man in a way that's better than I can communicate with him. But yeah, I think I'm doing a pretty decent job of not like calling you crazy.
Congrats. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Oh,
he's gonna call me afterward.
No, you're gonna be on the B-roll. So after the show,
no filter. Hey, you F guy.
Come on, Kinga, come on. I just put it in the chat. Here she comes.
It's fun because if I lose you again, I'll talk to Kinga.
Huh?
Nice that she comes because if I lose you again, I probably will.
Yeah, actually, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now, what Kinga won't be able to do is turn her mic on. She's kind of like me in the technical area. We try.
Kinga, please. I'll help you out.
How are you gonna help anybody out? You can't even speak English.
But now I do a little bit. But now I do.
No, you do great. You do great. I'm just giving you a hard time. Boy, that scared the crap out of me. There you go, my girl. Okay, I'm gonna shut up for this one. I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm gonna take myself off the stage so I don't disrupt and I can be in the audience for a second.
So, yeah, Bill should go and pay his bill.
My issues.
So, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Hold on a second. All right, give me 1 second because it always takes me a few minutes, and this is just my deal.
I said that before she
I have
came
several
on, right?
cameras going on.
You called it. You called it.
We can hear you and see you fine, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good now.
Go ahead, carry it.
Yeah.
You can ask them questions.
Well, I've asked a couple in the chat. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Can you hear me okay?
Perfect.
Wait. Bill.
You can't hear me?
Go? And I also, because I heard Bill okay, but now I can't hear Javier.
Oh.
Well, I can hear.
I lost the sound.
Just go
My
ahead and
sound!
ask him a question, and he'll respond. 'Cause we can hear.
What's to do with that?
We can hear you.
We can hear you, and yeah, Bill, you were right.
Every time.
I don't know about that.
Okay. I hear you guys. You hear me okay?
Yeah, everyone hears you. Everyone
Yeah.
can hear you fine. Go ahead.
Well, I couldn't hear you, so it didn't matter
Okay.
if you could hear me. I'd just be
Go
talking
ahead,
to
speak.
myself.
Speak.
All right, so getting this feedback thing. Thank you so much for coming on and for putting up with all of us. And I don't know why Bill keeps disappearing, but that's kind of his disappearing act that he does for us.
Yeah.
Some of my questions were more around, here we have obviously like some political disagreements happening. And so, there's clear that there's love here, like on both sides of the fence. And if we can see that common ground, I think that's usually where we all see that, like, hey, we're all trying to do the same thing. There's families that love one another. There's people that ultimately want independence. Nobody wants corruption. And when we can align around those things, we kind of can start seeing where is their common ground. And so it's about how we interpret situations to align with whatever our belief system is. And if my belief system is that you're a good person, and my belief system is that the people around me are decent, then I'm not going to assume the worst. And I think oftentimes come up with poor assumptions because we come at it from that perspective. And so knowing that we view somebody in a negative light, we're going to shape situations with that negative light in mind. So far you're nodding, and I'm just going to assume that we're kind of on the same page, right?
I agree 100% with
Hear
you.
you. Dang it. I guess this is how I win a conversation. Hold on, I'm so sorry.
Hello.
Maybe Bill, come on and see if you somehow, when you enter StreamYard, by the way, I'm going to make a plug for Restream because that's what I use, and I don't have these issues.
You see, I need to start my own
I
podcast.
hear you. I'm so sorry.
Nothing. This is the craziest
Well, it's going to be one
podcast I've
side
ever
chat if I
done.
can't hear you.
Yeah.
So we might want to ask our daughter to go into the other room.
Esposa, que no escuchan, que se le puede llevar un momentico al otro lado.
He does speak very good English.
There we go. Bill, don't leave.
Oh, well,
keep
I was
talking
giving
now.
you your time. Okay,
Hey,
I'm going to mute myself so you guys can talk.
I can hear you.
Mike is my favorite people now. You be you with Javier.
Okay. Javier, Bill, don't leave because I can actually hear him. Okay, now you can
While Bill's here? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. So
Give me a second.
monologue, and now
Baby's
I can
going,
hear you.
I love you. You see, Bill. I'm good. Yes, of course. I'm replying to Yolanda. Yeah. Well, I don't know English because Bill just told me that, but I'll try to teach her English as well.
Shut
I
up.
learned
Don't do
English
that.
at the same time as Hungarian.
All
Oh,
right, but
really?
you guys talk. 'Cause I will get into it.
Yeah, my
I want to
parents are
hear.
immigrants.
But remember, if you leave, she can't hear me.
Okay,
So
I'll stay on.
okay.
Yeah,
How do I
don't
look?
leave, Bill. That something it's and I swear it is StreamYard because that happens to me with people. Okay. I'd love to
So
hear
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, ask me whatever you want. I don't know if you asked me already. My memory is terrible, and I don't know if you.
Okay. Did you hear kind of what I was just saying? If we're all aligned, kind of if we are
Oh, what you
actually
said? Yeah, I agree 100%. The thing is, like by nature, and I don't know if you agree with me. Most of the people are bad. I would say I believe in the good of people,
Mhm.
but from what I've seen like the worst side of the people,
Okay.
and that makes me like I will meet people. I will meet new people. I'll be here in this podcast, always thinking on the back. Hey, I don't know, Mike, you're terrible, but I don't know. I believe in a conversation. A conversation can tell me if you're a good person or not.
Okay. And um why like what do you think shaped that and what do you mean by bad? How do you describe good versus bad? What does that mean for you?
For me, bad people are people that try to do damage to others.
Hmm.
I don't mind if you're uh, rude or something. For me,
Hmm.
that's not the meaning of bad for me. A
Okay.
bad person
You
for
don't
me is
mind if you're what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that word.
if people are rude. I don't. For me, that's not a bad. It's not the meaning of bad.
Okay.
If that were true, Bill and I would never be friends.
Yeah, I get it. Interesting.
And for example, going back to politics for a second,
Hmm.
for me, something that I don't understand is people praising Hamas and praising Gaza from what's happening. When you see people protesting with burning the American flag, and the movement saying no, we're with Gaza, and that the moment you step into Gaza, they're gonna kill you because they don't believe in what you believe you are.
So your definition of good and bad is kind of based off of an understanding or a perception of what's happening in a situation, right? But if we were to kind of remove all situations from it and just say,
Okay.
I don't even have a like, let's pretend everything is fake. Everything is absolutely fake in the world, and all you have to rely on is you, yourself, your understanding, and your ability to measure, a relationship and your interaction and your own belief system. What defines good versus bad for you?
Okay, I'm just gonna ask reply from what I believe in a good person is.
Okay.
For me, it's someone that looks after his family without harming others. Like for me, that's me. I consider myself a good person. Something that happens is that I was raised in Venezuela, and you would meet strangers in the street, and you would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That doesn't happen here. It's very rare to see someone where you're walking by, hey, good morning.
Hmm.
For me, I like to talk a lot. So
Yeah.
I just moved. I moved to a new place here,
Hmm.
renting, and in Venezuela, I used to know all my neighbors.
Yeah.
Like you're like a big family. You know who's next to you.
Yeah.
Here, I try to do the same. On the complex I was living before, I was there for 4 years. I didn't know the face of my next door neighbor. That's something like it's very strange for me.
Okay. So in the conversation of good and bad and I agree with you that like kind of taking care of one another and not harming others while we're trying to accomplish things, that's super important, right? And so we find this common ground, and I think but you said most people are bad. And so tell me a little bit more about why you believe that, and what that means, what you're seeing, and where you think most people are.
Okay. For me, again, it's from my own beliefs. I would say from what I've lived, I believe most of the people that I don't know are bad. Even though I don't know them, I'll be on the lookout before meeting someone. And the people that I talk to will prove to me if they're good people or not.
Mm,
But in the back of my head, I'm always on the lookout. Like, hey, I don't know if this
yeah,
crazy person. I don't know. Um, I don't know. That's the way I see the world.
yeah. It
But
makes
here, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. Please continue.
But here, it's something that from the previous administration, going back to a little bit to politics, they started thinking like, no, all the world, it's good. We're gonna believe in everyone, and you see what happens. Like there was war in Ukraine. Like I
Yeah,
don't believe in the good of people that way. I believe that if you're stronger and you have more power and you have the opportunity to take it, people are gonna do that.
yeah. So you saw corruption that maybe others weren't admitting, or whatever it is, and you're like, hey, there's some hesitation here. And so I guess some of my question here is,
Let me
do you think,
interrupt you for 1 second because what you were asking me just brought something back. I don't. You heard my story, right?
yeah,
When they asked me to change that report, that thing changed my life.
hmm,
That decision, it was a turning point in my life.
yeah,
I
defining
could,
moment.
yeah, I could easily said, you know what, yeah, change it. Let's keep the
Yeah,
suffering of the people and forget about it. I'm still getting paid, and yeah, that's not the way I am. That's not the
yeah,
way I was raised.
yeah.
That's why I just,
Your
I, I,
internal compass was so strong that you
I
were like, I
couldn't,
can't be that person.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
And that, like I said, that brought hell into myself, into my life. But hey, my dad always used to tell me like, hey, I prefer to be poor but sleep good at night
hmm,
that just do something bad.
yeah,
And just to keep you in context, my dad was in the Navy in Venezuela and he was a high ranked official before the government.
yeah,
And he used always told me like, hey, I believe the armed forces in Venezuela shouldn't vote. I believe we're here to defend the country, not to like. It was his beliefs, but he always taught me like right from wrong.
right.
He actually he got offered one time a job in the port of Venezuela. So all the shipments coming to Venezuela, importations, he will deal with that. And he worked there for only a month and a half because he saw so much corruption, and
Hmm,
they offer him a ton of stuff, and he said, you know what, this is not for me. I can't work here
yeah,
because he always used to tell me like I couldn't live with myself being
right.
in jail and people telling my sons, hey, your dad is this, your dad is that.
Yeah,
And that's something like
right.
I don't know, it lives with me. So
Yeah, when it's ingrained within you
mhm.
and you feel like there's no other way. And so I guess some of my questions for you is, I grew up here as the daughter of an immigrant child. And there's an experience that a lot of people that grew up that way are having. And I think it's different than the typical American experience, and the typical American life that many people are now going through. So I'm one of those old ladies that
I'm so sorry.
you're not going to get to live down, but I have the experience.
I'm
Um,
almost 40, so yeah.
I'm much older than you are, and so my dad, both my parents, immigrants, and coming from a place where there was dictatorship, and coming from a place where where I was raised with this very, very high integrity value system. So much so that I would also observe the same thing that you're talking about, where it's like, why aren't we all just kind of taking care of one another? And why aren't we doing
In a perfect
like,
world?
well, in my child eyes, I didn't understand why we weren't acting more like a team, why we weren't lifting each other up in certain ways, and why we weren't also just speaking our truth honestly. And that's always been who I was, which is why Bill knows that I'm going to come up here and that kind of thing. And so I that I had a parent that was especially, engineering mindset, and we're just going to speak our truth, and that's it. And we have the freedom to do so. We had the apps, and I always took advantage of that, but it didn't mean that I was widely accepted. And that's when I was like, hey, what's going on here? Now, over time, what I witnessed is that it started to be more normalized to quiet the truth, to start telling people, we don't accept that kind of behavior here. We don't accept people that tell us what we don't want to hear. We want you to stay quiet. We would rather your experience, whether it's uncomfortable that you have a truth, we want you to be silent about it.
Yeah.
And that is what we were fearful of, the people that are standing up against Trump, is because we feel this oppression coming at us that we had never as a country felt before. So when you had a life of freedom where we could express ourselves, this oppression is a behavior that is coming that we have never experienced. And when you feel oppression, and I think you've experienced oppression, to feel oppression for the first time, and I know what to look for, because I'm a trained pattern behavior. It's what I did for my career. I know what to look for. I see the signs of it. It's a scary thing, because you know what oppression looks like. And from our side of it, it's one of those things where it's scary. It's really scary. And so I think when we can have sympathy for people that are like, if you're really scared of that, and I know how ugly it can be, what is your advice? Because you seem very confident that is not something that we are facing. But if it's our reality that, hey, we see this as something that is a possibility.
Going back to your question about good and bad, there's a thing that happened here. My point of view again. With the open borders, going back to that, there's so many people that got in, and bad people. You can listen to the narrative that saying, hey, yeah, with the open borders, blah, 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 criminals, rapists. The truth is, at least from what I know from the part of Venezuela, yeah, they got in. Venezuela, it got to a point that for me just saying I was from Venezuela, people would give me dirty looks because of the reputation of Venezuelans here in Miami.
Awful.
It's bad because if you've been here following the law, being a good citizen, in all countries, there's always bad apples. The thing is, like, if you bring a lot of bad apples here from a specific country, it doesn't matter if there's one good. They're going to try to chop him off. That's what's happened. I believe. I believe that all the oppression that you are seeing right now, it's part of that. The open borders got to a point that
So one of the things
I don't, because I worked with I didn't work with people that I worked with. I worked with a privileged class. I worked in technology.
Okay.
I only worked in technology and I became an executive, and I only worked with privileged class, and the oppression and the amount of submissiveness that they expected of me became very hostile very rapidly, especially over the past few years. And that hostility heightened, and I could recognize it because I had learned to recognize it and watch for it and detect certain patterns. And I saw it amplify in the past 10 years, especially. And so, that has nothing to do, but oppressive behaviors and the way that people, their mindset to be able to put themselves into this hostile mindset, it applies to you. Now it's going to apply to you. Now it's going to apply to you. And so they normalize it. And I saw that
that's the thing.
Technology space.
But that's the thing. It's based on your experience, and it's based on my experience.
Yeah.
And we got to two different points of views.
Yeah.
The good thing is, like, you and I don't agree politically, but we're talking here.
Yeah.
And as long as the conversation is open, there's always chance for hope.
Yeah. And I think we want to create hope, right? Like,
exactly.
That's for me.
From what I see, you're good people.
Yeah. Well, I think
Bill on the other side.
Bill, you can't follow me. Stop.
One of the things I want to say real quick
right?
is that,
and the thing is that what I hear is we all want
we can
the same
so
thing.
she's intentionally ignoring what I'm saying.
Correct.
What are you trying to say, Bill?
I forgot now. You know,
we can't hear you. Can you hear him?
Yeah. You can hear me, right?
Christy, I just saw your message. In Venezuela, if you look it up, there was slavery too.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right.
I don't hear Bill.
I guess you.
I don't hear Bill.
Okay. So tell her that you can hear me.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I hear you. I just don't hear Bill.
Yeah, my wife was calling me, and the headphones went to my cell phone.
Okay, no problem.
I don't hear Bill. I don't know if anybody else hears Bill.
Can everyone hear me out there?
I can hear Bill, and I can hear King as well.
Can someone let me know if you can hear me? Just put it in the chat real quick. I know you can hear me. Kinga cannot, but that's often her issue. Tell her what I just said. Get off your phone.
Yeah, I'm texting my wife. Give me just 1 second. This podcast is nuts. So many issues.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm here. Hey, they can hear you, so it's only Kinga.
Good.
Okay, well, it's just me. That's not surprising.
No, it's not.
I can't hear you.
It's okay. Tell her it's okay. Tell her I'm not surprised. Javier.
He's not surprised.
Well, I'm going to say goodbye then, so that you two can conversation. It's been lovely meeting you. Thank you.
Same here. Same here.
All right. Bye, Bill.
Bye. So I hope you feel protected and loved.
It was
fun. What this really shows me is that a lot of the decisions that are happening right now are because of our prior traumas, our own lens, and where we get our information from. I don't agree with 90% of what you said.
In a free country, that's fair.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I didn't come into this with the thought that I would change your outlook or your mind.
Correct.
It was really about having a conversation, and I have an issue with people that immigrate, but then want to say that no one else should. And
Oh,
hold on, hold on,
I,
hold
I didn't
on.
say that.
I know, I know, I know,
Okay, okay.
I know. We listened
I,
to you
I,
for 2 hours.
I couldn't say that as an immigrant. Yeah.
Right, right, right. But there's a caste system, right? It's if you're Cuban, you're okay. If you're from Mexico, you're not. There's a different type of view that people do, and that's not fair.
Mhm.
It's not. And one of the things that you said that now makes sense is that you think everyone's a horrible person until they prove you different. Um, I'm the opposite. I let everybody in, and then I'm hurt because they fucked me over, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Correct.
I'm very open. I share my knowledge. I'm 100% transparent, and we can agree to disagree, which is what we just did. Nicer than any other time we've talked about this. Um,
If you stop hanging up on me,
what? I'm not gonna hang up on you, but you should come take me to lunch. um, so I'm gonna let you in with a final thought because we have had people on here for almost 2 hours. They're fully engaged, but maybe we should do a round two on this because people tend to like you. I think it's what do you call them? Those amazing features
still remember.
because it was annoying as hell. That and all those glasses you brought in every freaking color: red, white,
Exactly,
blue, purple.
exactly like the ones you're wearing now. So that you love that.
Go ahead, but give us your final thoughts and
Okay.
what can we learn from this discussion? And also, wait. Before we do the final thought, someone had a great question and I want you to answer it.
Okay.
Yolanda, which you called her Jolanda.
Oh, I saw that question. Yeah. Okay. Leave the question because I might forget. Two reasons you support the current administration. Okay. First, they took out Maduro, so there's hope. And the other one, I would say, and this is me talking as a regular citizen, people here, they, from what I believe, we shouldn't even hear about our president. We just want to get affordable homes, get cheap groceries, get free gas, not free gas, cheap gas. And for now, Trump with gas prices, I'm happy. I have a truck and I used to fill that up with $70. Now I fill it with 30. I'm happy. But it's a huge topic, Yolanda. There's a lot of that I'm grateful for this administration. Things that I don't agree, ICE and the way it's doing it, it's for me it's not the way, but I understand why they're doing it like that. It's the first time an immigration crisis this big has happened in this country. Even though US it's been filled with immigrants forever. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I understand. And of course, it needs to be better. And what other thing that I don't like of this administration? I would say, mm, I don't know. I don't think I can think about anything right now. But there's stuff. I'm a person that has his own thoughts, and I know when to say, "Hey, I don't agree with this." So yeah, we can take that second part of the question for the round two of the podcast.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Um, you do understand why gas prices are lower, right?
Explain to me. Let's see if it's the same conclusion.
So gas prices became lower under COVID as well. And the reason why they became lower is because less people were traveling, right? So there's less fuel going into planes, less people are coming in for tourism, more people are working from home, and a lot of people got laid off and lost their jobs. So because of that, it's supply and demand. So because people aren't flying, because people aren't driving, because people are losing their jobs, people are filling up their tanks less because they're at home. So that affects your crude prices. Now the oil from Venezuela,
It's gonna help.
that was sold already, $500 million, and put into a Qatari bank account in Trump's name, not in the United States name, but under his.
Show me that news.
I will.
Not
I
right
will.
now. We'll take
No,
it
no,
later.
no, no. I will, because
Mhm.
a lot of the things that you say, I hear, and I've heard it before. What about gas prices? You know, how many people gotten laid off this year?
Mhm.
You know, how many people got laid off in 2025? 1.1 million, I think. Um, I don't think we're safer. I don't believe that there's anything about what's going on that's normal. Even looking for a job isn't normal right now. It's just hard. And so, as someone who, just like you, loves my country and loves the freedom and is open to diverse thoughts and diversity in general, I hired you without being able to really communicate with you. I understood through speaking with you. And did Fernando or somebody kind of stood and translate for us in the first interview?
I think so. I think it was Fernanda.
Yeah. But we agreed that you needed to have you deserve to have a chance without any prejudice. And it was harder. It was harder on us because not from an emotional standpoint, but we had to take you from here and put you over here, and the
You make it work.
The H-1B visa, I was always on top of you, like, oh my God, they're gonna, you're like, it's fine, little buddy, it's fine. You have months to respond to this. So
you can put my LinkedIn here for.
You can put it in the comments. Go ahead. I don't know where your LinkedIn is.
You can find me as Javier Rasquides.
Do I work for you now? Ain't nobody gonna figure out how to spell Javier Rasquides.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'll just put it in.
Yeah, it's gonna be faster. And let's see if you can write my last name. There you go.
We worked together for 10 years.
There you go.
Yeah. So we're ending this better than I thought.
I always had hope.
You always had hope. But it wasn't my intent to change your mind. My intent was to put a human face behind a different perspective. And I don't think we changed each other's minds. But
we understand a little bit more.
No, bro, I don't understand you. I don't. We're not going down that one. I don't understand. And I don't. What think good Hecho, what does that mean?
Like, good job. Oh,
thank you. Thank you, Sean. Because I thought one of us was gonna die. I really thought it was gonna be him. How would you describe my temper? First of all, I'm very easygoing, right? As long as the job's getting done. As long as the job's getting done.
Let's change that really fast.
Oh, fuck. All right. No. Take that off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
And I have two. I have another one.
Okay, that's just stupid. It's just dumb. Why would you do that?
I just
why? All right, guys, we're signing off now. This is the outro. Is Big Willie, as you guys remember at the beginning. I have two different artists, Rixley and Big Willie, and this is Big Willie's response to breaking up.
So I'm not gonna say bye.
Oh, go ahead and say bye. Go ahead.
So, thank you for having me. Thank you for this lovely conversation. And to all the followers, thank you so much for being understanding. And we just need to just prove ourselves that we can talk to each other. And that's it.
No, first of all, Mike, that's crap. You're always invited to my show. You don't need you get a mega hat and you will not be invited back to the show.
I'll send you this one.
Stop it. Because he's going to connect with you and now all hell's going to break loose. And you're going to stay on after the outro. But guys, it's basically listen to the words, because this is how not a man, but I've created this entire world for Brickster and Big Willie. And this is how he deals with the breakup, which is let's go drink. I don't want to hear her noise anymore. I want to just meet my boys and go have fun. Hang on, Javier. Give me 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Love everyone out there. And next week is my show on autism. And if anyone is an expert on autism, please reach out to me, because I have a mom who's raising a child with autism.
I've done with you for 10 years. So yeah, I'm an expert.
Hey, yo, dog. What's up? Let's go. Yeah. There's a party down the street. Need a reason, need a beat, need a drink, need the noise, need the night to make a choice. Yeah. I don't wanna think too deep. I don't wanna feel this weak. Grab the keys, grab the crew. Tell me what we finna do. I need a spark, I need a scene. Something loud, something me. City lights calling me. I don't need peace, I need energy. Let's go, let's ride. Turn it up, kill the quiet, hop off, lose control. Tonight I'm feeling rock and roll. Let's go, no breaks, make a mess, shake the plate. Hands up, break the rules. We ain't got nothing left to lose. Bottle popping bass too strong. Yeah, DJ hit my favorite song. Girls dance a crew too deep. It's that life I'm supposed to keep. Yeah. Everybody says I'm good, yeah I'm fine. Yeah I should live it fast, feeling now. Ask me later, not right now. I don't wanna hear that voice asking me about my choice. Turn it up, let it drown. Ain't no thinking when it's loud. Let's ride, turn it up, kill the quiet, pop off, lose control. Tonight I'm feeling rock and roll.